Frankfurt, Germany, 1744. A boy is born in the Judengasse, the Jewish ghetto, a walled street so narrow that two people can barely pass each other. Jews are locked inside at night, forbidden from owning land, forbidden from most professions, taxed for existing. His name is Mayor Amschel Rothschild. By the time he dies in 1812, he has sent 5 sons to 5 different European capitals: London, Paris, Frankfurt, Vienna, Naples, and built a banking network so powerful that the British government borrows from it, the French government depends on it, and the Austrian emperor personally asks for his advice. Within one generation, the Rothschild family controls more wealth than most European nations, and they built it from a ghetto. This is the Rothschild wealth code, the most sophisticated family wealth system ever designed. And it starts with one man, one idea, and 5 envelopes sent to 5 cities. The Judengasse, Jew Street, in Frankfurt was one of the most restrictive environments in 18th century Europe. Jews were confined to this single street. They could not leave after dark. They could not own real estate outside the ghetto. They were barred from most trades and guilds. What they could do was money changing and finance, the trades that Christian Europe considered beneath its dignity but absolutely necessary for commerce. Mayor Amschel Rothschild's father ran a small money-changing business. Young Mayor apprenticed at a banking house in Hanover, where he developed an expertise in rare coins and antique currency. He cultivated a relationship with Prince Wilhelm IX of Hesse, a man who was extraordinarily wealthy and needed someone trustworthy to manage his money. Mayor Amschel became that person. He managed Prince Wilhelm's assets, arranged loans for him, and used the relationship to build a reputation among the European nobility. The first rule of the Rothschild wealth code: your constraints define your opportunity. The Rothschilds could not own land or join guilds, so they mastered the one skill that made them indispensable to the people who owned everything. Mayor Amschel had 10 children, 5 sons and 5 daughters. And he did something that no banking family had ever done systematically before. He deployed his sons as agents of a coordinated international network. Amschel Mayer stayed in Frankfurt to manage the family's home operations. Solomon Mayer went to Vienna, the seat of the Habsburg Empire. Nathan Mayer went to London, the financial capital of the world. Karl Mayer went to Naples, gateway to the Mediterranean. Jacob James Mayer went to Paris, the center of European politics. 5 sons, 5 capitals, 1 family, 1 coordinated network. What made this extraordinary was the communication system they built between the 5 houses. Rothschild agents carried letters, financial information, and market intelligence between the 5 cities faster than any government courier service. When a piece of financial news broke in Paris, the London office knew within hours, while their competitors waited days. The second rule: information that arrives first is worth more than the best analysis of information that arrives late. Speed is a financial weapon. This is the same principle behind high-frequency trading, behind Bloomberg terminals, behind every information advantage that financial markets have been built on since. The most famous Rothschild trade in history happened in 1815 at the Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon's final battle. Europe held its breath. If Napoleon won, French bonds would soar and British bonds would collapse. If Wellington won, the opposite. The Rothschilds had agents near the battlefield. Nathan Mayer Rothschild in London received word of Napoleon's defeat a full 12 hours before any official government communication reached London. What he did with that information has been debated by historians ever since. The legend says he sold British bonds first, causing other traders to panic and sell, assuming the British had lost, then bought them back at the bottom when the news broke publicly and they soared. Whether the exact details are perfectly accurate, the principle is documented. The Rothschilds consistently used superior information networks to make better financial decisions than their competitors. By 1818, Nathan Mayer Rothschild was the most powerful banker in England. He was managing the British government's debt, and when he spoke in the bond markets, governments listened. The third rule: whoever controls the flow of financial information controls the market. Build the fastest network, and you will always know first. The Rothschild family's most powerful business model was not trading. It was lending to governments. In the 19th century, wars were expensive. Governments frequently needed to borrow enormous sums quickly, and the only institution capable of arranging those loans on short notice was the Rothschild network. They financed the British government during the Napoleonic Wars. They financed the Austrian government. They financed the Prussian government. They financed the construction of railways across Europe. They lent money to Brazil, Russia, the Ottoman Empire, and the United States. In 1875, when the British government wanted to purchase a controlling stake in the Suez Canal, the most strategically important waterway in the world, Prime Minister Disraeli needed £4 million within 24 hours. Parliament was not in session. There was no time for a government bond issue. He sent a message to Nathan Mayer Rothschild's son. The next day, £4 million was delivered. The Suez Canal was secured for Britain. The fourth rule: be the person governments call when they are desperate. Desperation always pays a premium. When Mayer Amschel Rothschild died in 1812, he left a will that is one of the most remarkable documents in financial history. He made 4 demands of his descendants. First, all important positions in the family business must be held by Rothschild family members. No outsiders in leadership. Second, the family must never publicly disclose the value of their wealth. Third, all male descendants must work in the family business. Daughters could marry outside, but sons stayed inside. Fourth, the family must always act in complete unity and never compete against each other. These 4 rules, family control, financial secrecy, internal employment, and unity, are still followed by the Rothschild family today, over 200 years after Mayer Amschel wrote them. The fifth rule: a wealth system that cannot survive its founder is not a wealth system. Build rules that outlive you, and your wealth will outlive you too. The Rothschild Wealth Code has 5 rules. 1. Turn your constraints into your competitive advantage. Forbidden from most professions, the Rothschilds mastered the one skill, finance, that made them indispensable to everyone with power. 2. Information speed is a financial weapon. Their courier network gave them information advantages that turned every major European crisis into a profit opportunity. 3. Deploy family as a coordinated network. 5 sons, 5 cities, 1 strategy. The whole was exponentially more powerful than any individual part. 4. Be essential to power, and power will pay any price. Lending to desperate governments at premium rates is the most profitable and most durable business in history. 5. Build rules that outlive you. Mayer Amschel's will has protected Rothschild wealth for over 200 years. Most fortunes last 1 generation. His lasted 10, and counting. The Rothschild family is still active today. Rothschild & Company, the investment bank, advises governments and corporations on mergers, acquisitions, and financial strategy. It operates in over 40 countries. The family's estimated combined wealth is a subject of enormous debate, largely because they have followed Mayer Amschel's second rule since 1812. Never disclose. What began in a Frankfurt ghetto, in a building so small that the family shared it with another family, has lasted for over 250 years across multiple generations, world wars, revolutions, and the complete transformation of the global financial system. No other private family banking dynasty has lasted as long or remained as consistently powerful. The secret was not gold. It was not connections. It was not luck. It was a system, designed by one man, written into a will, and followed for over 2 centuries by every Rothschild who came after. That is the wealth code that outlasted everything. I'm the Money Chronicle, decoding the wealth secrets history forgot to teach you. Subscribe now, and I'll see you in the next video.